Everybody, so this is going to be a quick little review of the Herculiner that I put on my 76 Jeep J10. This is the roll-on Herculiner that you can buy like an AutoZone, Walmart, and all that other stuff for like $105, $110. It comes with a gallon, a roller, I believe a paintbrush. I can't remember, or I might have had to use one of my own. And tells you the instructions. Put 2 coats on. First you take the paintbrush and you dab around all the edges that you can't get with the roller, and when you're done with the edges, then you start rolling it on. You let that coat sit for like I think 1 to 4 hours. For me, I let it sit for 4 to 5, and it tells you to put the second coat on until it's not tacky anymore, so it took about 5 hours for me. It didn't mention in the instructions to take the paintbrush and do a second coat around the edges. It just said to roll on a second coat, but I did a second coat by dabbing it on with the paintbrush. To save your paintbrush and stuff, you just wrap them in like plastic bags from the grocery store or whatever, and it won't dry if you only have one paintbrush. So anyway, there's 2 really thick coats on here. It said that 1 gallon was only enough for a 6-foot bed. Well, 1 gallon for me did my 8-foot bed. And if you guys are not following the channel, this is a really big bed. It's from a 76 Jeep J10, as I said, 8 foot. It's like 51 inches wide from the wheel wells and like 64, 65 inches wide in the corners over here. The sun is making this video kind of difficult, but now I did get 1 extra quart because it did say to get another quart for an 8-foot bed, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to do the tailgate. The tailgate was the last thing I did about a month or so after, or maybe like 2-3 weeks after I did the bed. And the 8-foot bed sucked up the entire gallon. There was nothing left for the tailgate, so I did do the tailgate with that 1 quart. I have about a half of that quart left. So, and then I saved that, put the top back on as best I could, and wrapped it up. And so far it seems liquid still when you shake the can, so I'm going to save that to do touch-ups if it ever scratches or anything like that. But I will say that once this thing gets dirty, it's almost impossible to get the dark black back to where it was. I've wiped off a few spots, and it's kind of more of a grayish black than that really dark, deep black it was when I first put it on. So if you're looking for something to stay completely black, this is probably not it. But this thing is a great liner. It's rubber. It's kind of a rubbery liner. It's not hard as a rock. I mean, you can hear my fingernails scratching it. I didn't really get anything on my nails doing that, though. It's really, really rough. It kind of feels like a roofing material. You know, when you walk on a roof, the rocky roof material, that's what this feels like when you rub your hands and stuff on it. So I'd be careful with bare knees on this thing if you're crawling in the bed. And I wanted to show you guys this is pretty much an ultimate test for this thing. All this wood over here, this is all like scrap wood that, to be honest, we should be throwing away, but I'm just going to cut it up and burn it firewood. Or we should just be burning it in a fire pit, but you know, why not? It's dry, cut it up and throw it in the fireplace. And all this wood plus 2 other piles this size, which I dumped in a friend's burn pile, which was useless wood. All that stuff I put in the back of this bed. Took like maybe 5-6 trips. All these boards have nails and hooks and all kinds of stuff on them. Now I made sure to kind of, if I could possibly, to turn the boards up so the nails are not like down, but I couldn't do that with everything. And I didn't just like gently put some of these boards in here. I kind of like tossed them in. And let's see what the Herculiner looks like. So it's dirty, but nothing is really scratched on it. And that was my main concern. Now there is a scratch right here. So that might have been from like a nail or something like that. It does look like it went through. So I might have to touch that one up. That kind of sucks. But that was a lot of wood with a lot of nails. Let's see the rest of it. There is a mark right here where it came off. The rest of the bed looks pretty good. It's just a few nicks here and there, like maybe 2 or 3 of them. So just that one right here and the one on the tailgate, or near the tailgate. The rest of it looks okay from what I can tell. I can't see anything on here. But the thing is, if it does get nicked off pretty badly in some spots, if it happens, I do have that other half quart, and I'll just dab, you know, a paintbrush on there just to get it back on. So I don't really care about that. The main purpose of this Rhino liner, or sorry, the Herculiner, was to keep the bed from getting scratched with the paint and starting to rust out again, because I just rebuilt this entire bed floor, and I don't want this to start rusting years down the road. So, plus, to be honest, the bed liner looks better than paint, you know what I mean? So, so yeah, everything came out pretty well. So I don't want to extend the video anymore. I'm quite happy with this product. For $100, you can't beat it. I do highly recommend you guys wear gloves. I didn't wear gloves, and that stuff, once it gets on your hand, it took like 2 weeks to get off. I mean, you could not scrub it off. You couldn't rub it off. I tried gasoline, acetone, all kinds of stuff. It would not come off. So highly, highly recommend you wear gloves. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.